Fighting out of the red corner, wearing silver trunks with turquoise and pink trim, with a background in wrestling. He was a two-time All-American and Big 12 Conference champion, former UFC welterweight champion of the world, Tayron Woodley. The popular media sensation, the acclaimed content creator, and undefeated fighter, Jake Paul.
Touch him up, fight hard and clean.
Jake Paul refuses. It is Tayron Woodley's professional boxing debut against Jake Paul, looking to go the orange and black with LED and Woodley in the white with pink.
It won't work as well in a boxing match, one presumes.
Very good point.
And there's a double jab.
He has lost 16 straight rounds. We want to see some aggression out of him.
Good combination by Paul here in the opening round. Going to the body with a couple of right hands. And in his camp. 6 punches while throwing 21.
Haven't seen that yet. Can't throw the off-balance right hands. He'll be countered 100% anyway.
The bell in round 2, was in Ben Askren's corner. Ben Askren stopped in the first round by between Paul and Woodley. Woodley with the jab aerial early.
And you would think,
Including Jean Pascal and a number of others, will be the difference.
Surveying the landscape and gets hit with
Combination puncher now, you temper that with the fact that he hasn't yet.
He's in the middle, we haven't done that yet. Bring the jab right here in the middle and get to the right. Also, when you're stabbing...
Hey, let's go. Look, you got the momentum. Let's take the momentum, okay?
Woodley looks to land the jab, and you should get a podcast. There aren't many of those around.
No.
A minute gone here in the third. Nice move.
You know what's interesting about that? The jab, he almost got a power punch in. I'm not,
Not a lot of offense, but as we saw.
Interesting one that Ariel pointed out. Woodley has been longer in combat.
Okay,
it's good. To do against an experienced boxer, but he was able to do it against Woodley. Now at the end, may or may not have landed for Woodley. Well, guess what? It's a pretty nice punch.
And an uppercut that The Rock landed in Jumanji as we have a timeout.
fighting in the 4th round, what's going on in his mind? I'd love to know.
And
business after Woodley touched him at the end of the last round. Right hand to the body by Paul. Moving to his left, circling.
do anything offensively, but that may come.
You feel, Al, I disagree with Jake's team. Longer this goes, I think it will favor.
Woodley beginning to feel himself. There's the jab by Woodley of this 8-rounder.
Of this left hook by Woodley. Who knew he had a left hook? He does it. Using the jab, how about that? As a feint, and then the right hand kind of appeared to be a fatigued Jake Paul at that point. And pushing him against the ropes. Could you call that a knockdown? I don't know.
In the 5th. Paul looking to bounce back. Double jab.
He's been here before. Jake Paul has never been here before.
And this is where Paul, this is where that counter punching is going to need to come into the play.
Steve Farhood gave the last round to Woodley, making it the first round. And Jake Paul's body language speaks volumes, guys.
Too anxious to engage right now. He's been in with a couple of counter punches, and I think he's got
territory for Jake Paul. Now finds rhythms and breaks rhythms.
Hey, man. Listen, don't give this guy no time. Give me
His gloves back in the day, but there was blood on him back then.
Off in his pro boxing debut.
Step back. And round 4.
Mo, I agree, and Al, I agree that round 5 was the first really close round.
Woodley's only thrown 89 punches in this fight, and that doesn't mean he couldn't.
There's a left hook is out.
Yeah, that's, I think, could be his undoing here because while he's...
Again, the left hook upstairs by Paul. He's left in the round.
Well, he thought enough to feint there.
Left hook, Woodley Paul's kryptonite tonight as we get set for round.
Woodley that he needs to land something big, and he's got to get in there and throw.
MMA, but to your point, there's something there. He just needs to throw it.
Those punches are certainly wider now than.
Oh, and he got caught with that left hand by Woodley. Toughest test, and it is proving to be just that. Just over 4 minutes total left in this fight.
That has surprised you from his last fight? You were there ringside. Anything new?
Well, no. I mean,
They could steal this round. They are close.
Left.
And that
minutes left.
Bring your feet up a little more.
Early on in that last round, Woodley did have enough to win him the round, landing this overhand right by Paul, and you know he's gotten some good right hands in.
And final round, they didn't touch gloves in the beginning. They just. And Woodley is seeking that right now with the jab. What the technique, right?
It is.
Would it? No, maybe it wouldn't. Given what we've seen of him.
Woodley jab lands for Paul. Really, every single needs to ratchet up his offense.
You know, Paul's, you can't because Woodley has given him a very good effort, even if Paul is winning.
Fighting doesn't give him anxiety. His fear comes from underachieving.
Tyron Woodley's career, his legacy potentially on the line here, is representing himself very well.
Yeah, he hung in there, and it would be enough to win him the fight.
No.
Well, they're both winning. This fight will go to the judges. Well, right, Ariel. Well, we went 24. Tyron Woodley, and again, a guy whose fights I called over a decade ago when he first put performance tonight.
Listen, he has nothing to be ashamed of. 39 losses, anything to be ashamed of. But yes, it looks like Jake Paul's going to get.
And for Jake Paul, out.
Hopefully we can finally put an end to the debate if he's a fighter. I think he proved tonight, Jake Paul did, that this
Punching and landing this left hand, but we landed a couple power punches. The left hook, the right hand. There was on 4 where Woodley, and this could easily have been called a knockdown because he kept him up. It wasn't called that. That could have had some difference in the scoring. But Woodley boxed, or Jake Paul boxed effect.
Going to get the tattoo, Al. Remember the bet they made. And there's a tattoo.
After 8 rounds of action, we have a split decision 5 in favor of Jake Paul. Woodley. And judge at ringside, Dana DePaulo. And still undefeated, the Problem.
He didn't get the knockout, but Jake Paul in front of most unlikely boxing journey.